Thank you very much, gentlemen. We're getting into our final game on Erangel as we have our countdown finished and good to go. Our plane path will be going from Milta Power and straight horizontal all the way to the west side for us.
This is a really awful plane for most of the teams. Now, some of the teams, they're going to have a good time and say, hey, good, we can drop LA, we can drop straight to military base. I mean, all sorts of stuff like that. It's going to be wild and crazy, I think.
And also, this is the first time we really have a plane that challenges some of the teams and see if they're going to have any backup plans. We didn't see any teams go to Milta Power, the face drop as we know it, and nobody's going to do that again. I'm really surprised that Team Ready, for example, they don't drop around and send maybe just one guy to small Milta, one guy to big Milta, or at least change it up a little bit because this is really, really strong looting areas.
All right, gentlemen. Well, let's go. Our last game for the day, our last game for the night. Let's head over to our commentary team one last time for day number 2.
So much, and we have to peel Moses away from Twitch chat before he just assaults and attacks everyone in there.
I would never.
No, you're a kind, kind man.
Very kind. That's what they say about me. They're like, Moses, he's very kind. Especially to Twitch chat.
Of course, of course. We are still seeing Milta Power without a team in it. It's baffling me. People flew over it, and I guess, again, it was like, someone's going to go there. We can't go there, even with the plane route being so perfect for it. But someone who's not perfect for is the vast majority of the teams here. Who's going to be struggling the most?
We'll see what... Oh, okay. For real this time, this is a Kazakhstan circle, okay?
Stop saying it, you're lying.
100%, okay? They have the split strategy. They can pick whatever compound they want. There's 100 compounds they could choose in this area of the map. They need a good game. They need a good game. But everyone else in the center is getting a little jumbled as people try and veer north. Yes, Naya, looks like Odense might have to just deal with it and go there. M19, they're doing a split strategy north and south. And this is now looking good for the Sauna Boys.
It is, I think. Let's have a look at those live rankings. M19 team ready. There's driving. Very nice. Ride Gaming. All up there. Accelerate. We're seeing similar teams up there. Team Rec has dropped down a little bit, but they're still within a decent reach considering how poor their performance has been so far. This has to be a big game from them too. We ask a lot of questions of them because they do have the names. They have a lot of reputation with them. We hope that that can be maybe shown here a little bit more, but Novo, not all that close by. We do see a ride down towards the melee base itself. The Sauna Boys still going through the motions here. Good circle for them, as you said. They're probably very happy after having a good couple of circles that really weren't that nice to them.
If I'm Besiktas, I do a 2-2 north-south split and just try and hedge my bets and ride this circle as hard as possible. They have 2 decent choices in compounds in the current zone that they could do a 2-2 split. They have one on the coast, a little bit under where Ultra is, and they also have where Simsy is currently looting. If they do a 2-2 north-south split, they should just be able to just do nothing. Just do nothing for a little while, avoid any catastrophe, and make your way into the end game as easy as possible.
I love how much of like a backseat gamer you are when it comes to them.
I'm going to run out there really quick. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I've drawn a little picture of the map for you guys. You sit here and here.
I mean, I'm not trying to backseat, but it's just that we've seen that the north-south 2-2 split work very well for teams like Liquid, a lot of other teams that get that early advantage. You have to take as much control as possible, in my opinion, as the best caster slash player ever to play. The only reason I'm not in this game right now, bossing around Ultra, Simsy, and Tamil, is because I've chosen to cast. It was conscious decision. Yeah.
Those who can do, those who can't cast. It's a very well-known term, but we feel as though we know better. Yep. So it's fine. As I said, if we say it with enough conviction, eventually people will believe us. Stalber, pretty far away. This is one of the teams doing quite nicely for themselves. Zoom on the go. One's going to see this, but I don't think in a position to really make much happen of it. No sight on the gun. So again, a lot of these teams just trying to find their little slice of home here. Maybe find some loot on the way. Toxic in a good spot. Red Diamonds, decent enough. I hate to say it, and I hate to harp on about it, but I want to see Method do well. It sucks to see a team who can be so good be so absent.
We'll see if Wick can survive the first 10 minutes of the game today.
God.
That'll be the challenge for Wick, he's been named as the IGL. You need to have your in-game leader alive beyond the first rotation. So hopefully he doesn't die alone in a shack again this game. But regardless, for Method, I think that they have shown promise, but I think they have a similar problem that we've seen from the older TSM rosters, where they can get into decent positions through the mid game, and then when it comes when push comes to shove, that cohesive decision making with either deploying a utility or making the right presses or taking the right fights just isn't quite there, at least so far. They have some time to work with it. They do have 5 Erangel games tomorrow, not to mention just having a good result here in the last game today.
Oh, that's a big pickup. Rezu going down. This rotation route was really watched. I don't know how they were posted up here so quickly and so ready for this, but they have caught a player. They tagged up one earlier, so that's going to be a nice little upgrade for the Chargers side. They're going to be happy with that. And en route they go. Decent loot as well, I've got to say. I don't know how they got so looted so quick and then just went at it. There was no rest for the Wicked. Method on the move. Keep eyes on the kill feed. If Wick shows up,
he's in the lead vehicle again.
I'm worried if he gets caught on this one. He does have Besiktas in front of him. He does have a couple of players out there, so there is certainly threats already on board. The rest of Method trail after, so let's see if he can scout it out correctly this time.
He's getting shots from Q-Rage. I should start calling the Courage, which is the actual...
I guess.
I imagine the proper way to say it, but Q-Rage just seems so much more fun to say.
And it's easier because it's literally what they have as their name.
Yeah, fair enough. We're sticking with Q-Rage. I don't care
For
if
now.
I'm wrong. Actually, I'm never wrong. That's how it works.
Exactly. Ooh, that was a...
It's got to sound confident.
That's it. Just believe in it. Like the name Garbage Man. I feel akin to this, you know?
That was my original handle.
Oh, was it a fan? Took it over, he saw this guy and gave...
He's like, I want to name myself after the greatest competitive PUBG player ever to grace our presence, and I allowed him to have it.
And I love the fact that someone else has taken this early enough that they had to use 2 ends. That aside...
I had the original.
Of course, it makes sense.
Come on.
Sorry, I didn't pay attention. Oh, saying that, though, gonna have to move. Garbage Man has to go. Moonwolf, get there just in time. Again, just trying to dive around on the back of that bike. Try and find anywhere possible. Naturally, we do have Flak here in position. 16 to hand. I don't see another gun, so not full auto against a 416 and an AK. Doesn't feel nice. I don't know if they're aware. They seem to be being quite meticulous in approach. Maybe they've seen a little something, or maybe they're just being smart about this, which is a good thing to be seeing. Andy seems acutely aware there could be someone in that other building. And let's see if they can take this cleanly.
So this is a good split. They've got a kind of high-low around the Gaka area, just outside anyway. So Method exerting a bit of control, not too far away from each other, but this is a good position for Method. This is what you want. There's a lot of water in play, something we haven't mentioned yet. It's still roughly 40% water on the western side. So that's a really good spot for Method. They will be able to ride this at least for the next 2 circles, see what happens. If it goes north or south after the second phase, that might be a bit problematic. But for now, this is a good spot for Method if they can control this area.
Certainly, as they do need to clear out. Flak tries to get away, gets caught in the heels a little, but so far he's still alive. I don't know for how long. Banking on maybe some supporting fire doesn't happen. Chris, you can see just off in the top left side, did catch the kill through the smoke there. And just to confirm, I would win in a fight against Moses. He's not as strong as he looks. So.
Oh, is this...
This wacky Jackie just baiting.
I see Jeems out there. He's reviewing the chat. Jeems review. Nice.
You're welcome. I don't know what's wrong with us. Can you tell it's the last game of the day at all?
Yeah.
Right now, Toxic already suffering a little bit. This team, honestly, after day 1, they've come out a lot better than I expected. And
oh, gotta be careful there, Andy.
Please don't slow peek into this. Mechanically, such a good player, and I want him to do well. As you said, in such a good position as well. I want to see Method do okay. Wick is still up. So again, that's, I guess, a tick in the box of things to go right for Method here.
Ooh, Orkan down and out. Shiv and Raffi just tag teaming out there. As you do.
Real cash. Menox is going to be joining up. If any of you watch Counter-Strike, by the way, how much does he sound like Freiburg in that interview? Just can someone
that is a deep
Swedish?
Cut. They're like, hold on, let me refer to my encyclopedic knowledge of CS players' voices.
They must be from the same part of Sweden, I swear. Toxic, are they pushing this? Well, it's down the field, but surely they knew where Chris was. Like, Chris took...
Well, he's just killed 2 of their players, so I imagine they've got somewhat of an idea.
Oh, that's shocking that they pushed out on that. There was already a bit of a crossfire in place with Chris off into that side position. Welles is out there, but I don't know how he's going to get back away from this. This is not great.
Thanks for the loot, friend.
Pinky out.
classy way to drink Red Bull. Rise coming in from the south. I don't know why I keep calling it Rise. Rye is arriving on the south and from military base. M19 coming in from the blue with team ready. This is the rotation phase we've been waiting for. Phase number 1 underway. Minute 20 left on the clock. Accelerate. Mikaz is way back by Stalber. He's lagging a little bit behind, maybe missed a vehicle, maybe flipped, who knows. Odin's is making their way through as well. They're coming across a pretty gnarly choke point with 4s watching them. Reciprocity, they're a little bit further to the south in the yellows. But that southern side of the map relatively empty. We'll see what happens. Most teams just hedging their bets in the center of the zone. This is another kill onto Toxic, who is just not having an easy time getting away from the watchful eyes of Method.
No, they've been completely done for. I don't know if they tried to peel off this or just hoped that they'd have an angle, but you're seeing third parties now joining in. You can see the tracers, not from Chris there, but actually there's some out towards the side. He's been racking up, I think, 2 kills so far. I don't know if he confirmed those. He at least confirmed 1 there. And we'll be seeing Sammy on the way. He's just going to get out of there. It's not gone well. You're going to just count, cut your losses and get moving. Wreck, though, not far off it either. The Odense side working their way in as well, just coming in towards the northeast. Still plenty of room available. 16 teams still up, 60 players.
They sound like bees. That's the high level.
Top tier analysis coming back in.
I was gonna say that's the big bucks, ladies and gentlemen.
And here we
They sound like bees. That's a pretty hard shift coming south. Keep. Are you all right?
No.
They're keeping half of the water still in play, and Besiktas is set up pretty good. They're actually in a pretty hardcore split.
Yeah, that's a lot of individual talent you're banking on. I mean, they are really good players, but you have no chances of revives. None.
Yeah, I mean, that's the issue when you try and exert that kind of control. It looks like Tamil is going to join Simsy. Ultra maybe joining Lux. They're going to go for the lateral split rather than north-south. And now that's going to be a hard commit to that strategy as they're now starting to get attention from Red Diamonds a little bit further away. TC on the way. Chargers getting downed and out very quickly. Accelerate Gaming getting active. Looks like they've caught a couple of those Chargers friends up around the George Bull Bridge.
I'm looking at Method here. I don't know how much cover they're in. Chris has been spotted, finds the thinnest bits of cover he can, just plonks himself behind it as Moonwolf did try and get a couple of shots on the go. Losing out on a player early on. I think they were caught on the early rotation routes, if I'm not mistaken, and they're trying to maybe get back into it. Method trying to consolidate themselves as well into a new position. The northern side looks quite contested here as well as Rek, actually, joining in towards a fight of Moonwolf, Method. There's a lot of players going around this kind of, I guess, the satellite dish area.
Yeah, it looks like this push by Reciprocity is going to get punished pretty hard as Raffi, and that's a big loss for Reciprocity here in the middle of the game, in the middle of the early game, I should say. Raffi's been playing a massive factor with the sniping and just general damage output for Reciprocity. So for Scoom and Haxetti, they're going to have to try and sneak in behind. This is not looking like a good rotation for Scoom and the boys.
No, Shiv's about to be surrounded too. Scoom's on the way, but he's a little late to this. Kofest not far from it either. Going to hear this. I don't know if he's going to get line of sight. You can see the route that Scoom's taking kind of denies that. So he might be able to get to cover, but Besiktas is waiting down there.
They gave up the 2-2.
Oh, Simsy's come around. He's seen it happening. I don't know if they spotted Shiv earlier, if they just saw Haxetti come up towards play. They found him for free, and there's no trade available. You can see Shiv trying to stay alive. Scoom's probably not far off, but I don't know if he's going to commit to this. He has, but he's under fire as well. He's got pressure coming in. Oh, the angle. Shiv holds it.
Man,
Simsy goes down.
If he broke the door knowing there was a player in there, I'm not sure why he held such a wide peak, but either way, they might be able to get the trade here with Tamil. Shiv came out a little too early, and he will get punished. So not a big loss there for Besiktas, but got to be careful with those wide peaks like that. So for Simsy, I'm surprised to see actually Besiktas giving up on the 2-2 split that we saw earlier. They've given up some real estate there, but here's M19 elsewhere doing a sweet barrel roll as per protocol. Very good. I like it.
Have to do at least one a game, right? That's how it works.
There we go.
And this is, again...
Oh, another barrel roll.
Haxetti, that's beautiful form. Can someone edit that with, like, the old Tony Hawk stuff on it? Like, like...
I'm glad we have a barrel roll inspector out there who's just making sure we catch all the important barrel rolls as they happen, ladies and gentlemen. We have a specific barrel roll spectator.
Finally, he's had his game.
Just flying around the map with an Xbox controller. I got one.
Cue it up, Captain.
Roll the replay.
All right, let's have a little look as to where people are starting to head towards. Most people have found their new positions. A couple of latecomers, though, coming into the circle from the northern side, but the vast majority have found position. Couple of shots coming through. You can hear it. That's TC taking shots towards, I'm pretty sure, one of the teams going on the coastline. Drop comes in. What do we have? Anything exciting? Bum-ba-da-bum. Or very exciting, very nice. Would be lovely to see that. Team ready in the
tax
northeast.
stock. What the hell?
Oh, useless. Why bother?
Sana Boys dead center. They've got a great spot in the zone. Besiktas, the rest of the guys with them. They're got a nice compound to hold. And actually pretty easy, even dispersion of teams around this second phase.
I'm surprised the compound to the east of Scoom is available, actually. Again, I guess people are just banking on it going slightly further north, but a lot of that southeast area is pretty available.
When did Shiv die? I must have missed it.
He was the player in the little yellow huts. Like I said, he came up.
Yeah, right, yes.
Shiv was in the hut, he got the one and then
BGK.
got knocked.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. M19, playing a little on the edge here, though. Rye's going to spot that out. We've got the red diamonds. Pretty okay. They could take a couple of fights if they want to. You can see a bit of, I think that's a 4 times on top there. It's gonna be range fights, so that's the thing. None of these are gonna be easy wipes.
Pretty big split from Ryan as well on the south side. If it goes north, actually that should give them an okay time to kind of coalesce. So if they do have to go north, they should be able to rejoin forces. But they're keeping M19 under wraps on the southern side, and this is looking real good for both Besiktas and the Sana Boys, who have compounds all to their own. Accelerate Gaming in the northwest, or sorry, excuse me, the northeast is going to be pretty difficult to get through now, with Moonwolf already starting to harass Team Ready on the way through. Curage coming towards Scoom, who is likely just going to be sitting this next phase out as he just hopes that no one crashes on top of him. Rye has already condensed their squad into the compound they have, and now M19 is going to have an interesting battle into the zone. Maybe we'll get a rematch from game number 1 on Erangel.
Look at this northeast side.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 odd teams coming in that way. We're going to have the red diamonds there. We've got the Chargers there. Rustamar, I guess, is on the coast. He doesn't want to be. Besiktas is there. This could be some nice farming for kills on rotations. There it is. Simsy going to be finding and catching out Edu on the play. So we'll see what Team Ready get up to. They're quite close to Besiktas. They're going to be playing off that little defilade that plays in from that very nice compound that was to the east of Scoom earlier. Besiktas needs to be careful. There's not too many fights, though.
They split again, Besiktas. They were all in one compound. Now they're split once again. So now they're going to have all of Team Ready arriving on top of them. Besiktas has got their work cut out for them.
This circle is tough, actually. This is really going to be tough. And he's been found. It looks like this could be trouble for Method now. I don't know how many players they even have left standing at this point. Trying to catch up with that. I think they still have 3 or 4. Excuse me, 3 at least, maybe 2. I'm not sure. I'll try and catch up with this one. Besiktas, though, taking too much fire here. Maybe too many fights on too many fronts, and they're being punished. A beautiful death does catch out Lux, who may have been overextended there, especially in this late stage when there's 16 teams up. That's a lot of...
In the swamp, too, it's really complicated. You'll lose players in there very easily. So this is kind of the concern for Besiktas, where they decided to do a 2-2, and then they kind of rejoined, and now they're overextending to try and take fights or finish kills in a very complex area in the mid-game with 53 alive still.
Yeah, it worries me now. We're going to see the third parties coming in. Those shots that came out from Team Ready are being met. The Sauna Boys are chiming in on that one. The Red Diamonds are being caught as well. There's a lot of teams now starting to lose players because there's just so little area. This is that northeast side we spoke about. This could be very busy. That entire east line, that little bit of a defilade, the trench that kind of leads down to that swamp area and such and so on. But it's not without action in the south.
Rye has allowed M19 to now share their compound. And Rye has just been giving up ground left, right, and center. They would have known that a team was pushing up from that side. And now they're going to get pressure from both the Sauna Boys to the north, and M19 is not too far away in a compound just to their south. And now Forza is trying to exact a little bit of pressure onto Red Diamonds, but Best Luck is going to get the first kill.
That's so good. G-Power is just playing like a peak angle, trying to keep them busy while the other two moved up. You've got the UMP in hand, so you want to bring that SMG to range. They'll be getting pretty close to the door here. Red Diamonds need to be prepared. G-Power does go down. That gets stolen. The nades come back in, trying to buy some time. Ali from one place to another. Does the nade find? No, it goes a little too deep. It bounces just behind, and somehow he stays alive. I do not know how at this point. Those nades are so close by.
If Forza could get another nade in that shack, that'd be a double. But Ali cannot peek now without getting punished. Best of Luck's actually in smoke. Not sure what Ali's able to do here. I did see a nade come out again, I believe. Yes, that's Red Diamonds just trying to make sure no one's getting anywhere near them. There is a smoke blocking their door. If Forza has any utility, I'm throwing it as best I can into that shack.
I do like their split, though. I still like the way they use Pin as kind of your linchpin player on the sidelines. It does seem as though we do have a bit of a breach here, a bit of a push, and the reload, I don't think that Scar was reloaded. No, now it is. Ready to go one, so down to a one shot. The push comes in, and Premi might have just saved the day potentially, or at least for now. He's found another. Garbage Man goes. He's down to one player remaining for the other side. The Chargers only have Divine Arrow left. The rest of Odense are trying to get the revives on. Premi is still standing in this. There's a bit of a third party potentially in the backlines. You might see that come in. I don't know how much damage this is going to do. They are very close to being in, but Divine Arrow on the bike. He's going to make a mad dash for it. He's so low, though.
He's going to have to bandage and then med very quickly. I don't think he's going to have time. No, he's down, so that's it. So they might have wasted a little bit of time in meds there, does Odense, and they're going to lose 2 because they've now not allowed Hjordane to be rezzed either. So that's going to be 2 down for Odense. Kind of an unforced error on the res there, but regardless, they're going to go in with 2 on the north side, and it's shifted very far south, right on top of Sauna Boys.
Yeah, and Chargers just got eliminated as well. We did see Divine Arrow trying to make a dash for it on the bike, try and get anywhere he can. There's nowhere available at this point. There's still 14 teams up and 45 players. Team Ready this time finally caught out. Method holding a really annoying line in this kind of cliff, this rock they're playing off of. So you got Iro and Merc quite split up here.
See if they can defend this. Method has basically got right between them. So Mert and Iro's on the bike now. He's going to try and make a run for it, maybe trying to rejoin his teammate. Probably the smart play here because there's just too much happening with Method being too close. So Iro and Mert are going to have to make this happen together. He's getting shot in the back a little bit. Here's Rustinmar from Accelerate Gaming. He is a little bit off from his team on the north side of the zone. Not sure how he's stuck up there, but he's going to go at Odense, see if he can make something happen.
I'd love to see that. He's actually in a really good spot, too, because I don't think they expect it at all. And someone's looting in the blue as well. A third party comes in from the sidelines. Method on the move, looking to maybe find their next position, a better spot to play from. But Rustanmar is there. He's got Premi. What a play from Rustanmar. Somehow he's only going to confirm it. He's going to die. There's nothing he can do, but what a way to be a nuisance player.
That is a dick move. he's gonna run out there and flush a guy and then die. Like, that is...
Compound crash, here we go. Furia on the corner of the building. Elite player on the other side. The Wanderer tries to hold his angle, but actually it looks like GS... Oh, but the flank, look at Wanderer. The angle, he moves out. How on earth did they all go down then?
That is an unfortunate end to a couple of decent games for M19. Decent to say the least, including wins. And they're going to go out 14th place. And for that, I think they had a third party help there, but that was a tough defense there for M19 on the southern side of the zone. And that really gives Riot a lot of space to work with now because they have a compound. They're going to have to move, but they've got another couple of minutes here without having to go anywhere. Well, that nade is right in your lap.
I think it just bounced outside.
What was that, smoke grenade?
I think so.
Were you trying to scare him?
Are you good? Maybe just mind games. If we do quickly look at the map, if you can't see it, Sauna Boys are in prime territory here. Slap bang in the middle, big chunk of cover. They are very happy currently. The extremities, though, are rife with players. Besiktas looking for next opportunity to strike. They've held on well. They've really dug into this area, the trench line that runs up through the swamp. They are still trying to be the Shrek of this one, keeping everyone out. I think we did see potentially Iro get a glimpse then. Try and do a little bit of a quick peek. Not going to happen. You know it's not worth it at this point. You maybe take one shot. You're not going to force him off the angle.
Simsy has been leaving him out a little, or leaving himself out on peaks a little bit too long a couple of times these last couple of games. Hopefully won't get punished again there. For Method, they're trying to leak into that swamp. Team Ready with Iro and Mert. They've got themselves a cabin to hang out in, and we're going to see likely the swamp come out pretty soon. Unless we have a hard shift. We'll see what the circle decides to do, east or west. That'll be the decider. Still 39 alive, 13 teams. Sauna Boys sitting pretty in the center. And we'll see what happens next with Accelerate Gaming also looking pretty good to the north.
Let's have a little look where it goes. Okay.
It's rough now because, I mean, there's two really major compounds. One held by Furia, the other held by the Sauna Boys. Accelerate Gaming doesn't have to move too much. But that western side, or the eastern side rather, is going to have a lot of death happening very quickly. A lot of solos there, not a lot of cover. They'll be coming in and out of the swamp. This is going to be a battle probably for the first, I don't know, probably top 7 teams now.
It looks like it. Besiktas starting to make their moves themselves, starting to wind themselves up here, but they are spotted on both fronts. I can imagine a lot of teams littered across this eastern side. Already Ultra does find GR Hawk, though, so that's a really good step in the right direction for them. But Ali holds the line, but he gets dismantled. Besiktas with the play, not expecting how well they came out of that. Zolters, I think, is still alive in the back lines, but that's about it. Besiktas do stay alive with 3-4 kills to their name, and Tomil is on the move. He's going to try and move up here. Simsy as well. They're trying to maybe flush this out. I've got to know that... Wait, there's got to be one more here. They've got to have worked it out. Surely they're going to check on this. Zolters is being as patient, as cautious as he can.
They know that there's one left just because of the knock. So
yep.
For the rest of, for Simsy rather and Ultra, they're going to have to try to determine what they want to do. But the blue's already coming. There's not a lot of time to work with. And this is a still relatively quick-moving zone. And now Besiktas is going to have to make a vehicle play in the mid-game. And that is going to be pretty tough to go into a zone where there's not a lot of cover.
It certainly is. We're going to be finding that out right about now. Whoever's already in the circle is feeling pretty good. Team Ready have somehow worked their way in here. Mert's got themselves in at least. I don't know about the others. I think that might just be it. Scoom's still alive in the back lines. Besiktas in the car. Are they all in there together? No. Ultra went out on his own. That's okay. They're going to be up against the Red Diamonds pretty soon if they make the play off that. O'Connell's gone down. But look how close this is. Look at these guys. They're in that shed right in front. They're going to hear that mini. That nade is good. Does he go in the window? Does he get close enough? I don't think it's going to go just into the window. They should be okay down there, Red Diamonds.
Lobbing grenades one at a time. Simsy and they're getting pinched in the back as well. They're going to have to put down some more smokes just to prevent that line of sight on the back line. I think so.
I think it's Chris being a nuisance. He's now got the attention of the Sauna boys, though, and that's Nookie taking him out. That might be them done. Forza goes out here. We're going to be seeing Sauna boys racking up the bodies. Besiktas coming into their own as well. Simsy, though, gets caught by the Diamonds. Oh, the angle is good for Tomil, but look how close they are. Does he expect it? On the rock, waiting so patiently. The Red Diamond so close by, but not making the big play over the side yet. They're so wounded. They're so damaged. Maybe trying to recover a little.
I think that they're now being smoked offensively by Red Diamonds, trying to cut off the line of sight. And they basically just handed the res ability to Ultra, who's going to finish that res on Simsy and get that back up. Best of Luck has the rock. He has a flank available. But I think Red Diamonds get pushed out by the zone here if they're not careful. It's going to do a lot of damage. Nade follow-up. They do get the res off. That's a nice play.
No, it got him in the end, just in the heels. Tomil now pushes the hill, takes down Bestlock. I don't know how he spotted him. Pin now maybe next in line for the slaughter, but does he have the angle? Does he have the surprise? He could get it all down. One goes down. You're right, they are low health. Oh, he does so well. Pin did as much as he could, but who will be the final factor here? Ultra still stands. It looks like he has come out the victor of this one for now.
Oh, man, there's one left for Red Diamond. Sid is just going to back away. Sid the Snake, he's going to have to run away, but that was so close. Both Tomil and Ultra were both low health, and Simsy did go down in the back line. So that's a clutch play by Ultra. They're going to get the upper hand. Mikaz nearby is just hanging out. He's chilling in the grass, listening to what's happening all around him. The circle is getting ready to close once again. But I think we saw, did we lose Scoom as well?
He did. He went down in the meantime. 9 teams, 22 alive. We saw Sid was the master snake, but will he expect Mert? No, he doesn't. The snake turns, coiled, and it bites. Mert is still alive. Team Ready, hold on for another position. Taking down the Red Diamonds, but it does give away his spot just slightly. Has to be careful now, as there's still so many teams playing that very edge, and they're not in just yet.
Rise sneakily is still with 4 players on the south. They've been pretty quiet this game after M19 was wiped out on their doorstep. They haven't had to do a lot, and they're moving towards Method. Here comes Q-Rage, who are now being shot by literally everybody. And they're going to, oh my God! Jump right on top of Method. Wick is going to get one down, but Menix is going to go down and turn. And here comes more, and Method is wiped out in a huge vehicle press. But here come the grenades, and Rye is going to try and follow up and finish off Q-Rage as Method gets dominated by a crazy vehicle push.
This is madness. Q-Rage had to do something, and somehow it worked. Zoom just got taken out as well by the Sauna boys, so that was an absolute bloodbath in the sheds as the Sauna boys still reign supreme in their position. They could have been maybe pushed out by an entire squad there in a spot, but look at this caution, look at this awareness. He can see the blood splatter. He knows there's someone there. Mert not feeling so safe anymore. Ultra hits the deck. That might have been Simsy trying to help him out there. Mikas up on the hill as well. There's so many still alive. 6 teams trying to fight for anything they can get.
Man, Method, that feels bad. Mert is still holding on. Rye has got literally no cover. I think there's a small ridge they can use there where Fast Rail is hanging out, but they're bringing up vehicles. They don't have any hard vehicles to use. Or they do, actually. They're making a little fort. I just saw it on the map. So that's going to be their play. Just build, ladies and gentlemen. That's the rule, as they set up a small vehicle fort to use and back off a little bit, see what happens on the edge of the zone.
this is about to get interesting. Where is that circle going at this point? Still a lot of full teams kind of still up, if you want to look at it that way. That's quite fun in my eyes. I like to see the entire team fights. Besiktas trying to make the best of a bad situation, down to merely 2. Did get 8 kills this game, so looking good. Mikas could be the dagger in the back for them, potentially. 1 minute until the move happens. Retired FPS does find fast rail, but there are teammates up, so the revive should come in. The circle, I guess it plays, I don't know, that the western side isn't completely won out yet. I guess GS does at least have the cover still in play.
Besiktas has just gone completely conservative here on the beginning of the end game with 16 still alive. They only actually have a dossier. Those were a bunch of motorcycles laid down, so Wanted is, you know, using what little cover they can move with. But
crikey, that is not good.
No port fort here. They need the UASs for that, I would think. But for Furia and GS, they've also been really quiet. They've got 4 still up in the zone, and they have hard cover. So that's a good situation to be in. We'll see what Rye can do here. They've already had one endgame situation fall apart on them. Hopefully they will not repeat the same mistakes.
No, I can imagine this is one that they're trying to drill into their heads to play it right, but it's very hard, as you said. There's nowhere they can really go. They have that one dossier, and that's pretty much it. None of the cover really works anymore. You can see there's a little bit of a hillside they can play to, but they're clutching at straws here. Now, here comes the next move. Sauna Boys moving up their mobile cover, going to pop that little fort up in place, going to try and get to that Dacia nice and quick. Don't take too much damage for it, but will anyone fold on them in the meantime? It doesn't look like it. Sauna Boys still very much alive and kicking. A lot of teams towards the northeast of this map still.
They're not going to come out too far, I don't think. They're just going to use the wall that they have and just add some cars to it maybe. Or actually just build on the hillside, so that's going to be good. And they found Mikas. Accelerate Gaming is going to knock us down to the top 5, with Merkengor being the linchpin for 4 teams left, but he's snaking his little face off. As Rye's got a hill to use, there's a bunch of ridges to use, so it's really going to be GS and Rye, I think, trying to duke it out for dominance of this low side ridge, while Sauna Boys are taking the high ground and taking pressure from Rye at distance.
This is a little bit scary for the Sauna Boys as well. It's not exactly brilliant cover as they're having to create it as they go. There's not much room there. Ooh. And the shots are good from Cup of Magic. Great connection. Outstays his welcome, gets reminded he is not alone in this. He's being watched from the sidelines. And oh, the Sauna Boys come back in. There are replies everywhere. Everyone's feeling hot now. They've got that hot hand in the game. The minis are rattling through them.
This is looking good. If they can hold on this top side without silhouetting too hard, mind you. Because if you're on top of this hill, you're leaving your upper body and head exposed pretty badly. I wonder how they're going to blow this Dacia up, I think. I'm not sure exactly what the game plan is here for Riot. They're going to run out of utility, and they're going to have GS looking right at them. They have lateral view. So for Simzy and Ultra, it's just hanging out, letting the Sauna Boys do their work for them. And Merkengor.
Who's in there? Is there any cover in there? I don't know if GS has like the little ridgeline to play off with a car potentially to build from.
Sauna's had enough. I think they want to push Rye.
They're going to have to do something. They have to be asserted in some way. It sucks because you're just running into a situation. Oh, Nookie, you could...
Okay. Oh! That sucks.
You thought you escaped.
Oh my god.
The Sauna Boys never let you escape. And Jorski in the meantime is playing Overlooker. He's playing Overwatch. He's keeping tabs on what's happening. He's allowed the 2 players to move up and create that portable fort. They're now in a way better spot than before. Rye they kind of rested on their laurels here. They haven't moved up as quickly as maybe they'd like, which has allowed the Sauna Boys to get position. But Simzy and Ultra are still in this.
Yeah,
and
chilling.
Here comes the Sauna Boys. Look at them move into position.
They're not pushing, but they've set up a great position in the new zone. They've basically taken the zone on Rye when Rye had the advantage.
This is excellent stuff from the Sauna Boys. This is assertive play that I love to see. Now, I don't know how this is going to play out for GS on the other side, though. I don't know if they're going to be able to play uphill very well. I don't know how much room of that hill is actually into peak. Wanted wants the shot to connect, but the blue is on his back, and he's got to start moving up. You got the Sauna Boys to the right. You got GS to the left. Where are you going to go?
They got to hit shots, or they're toast. I mean, they're going to run right into the Sauna Boys. They're spamming the smoke. Maybe Sauna Boys gets distracted, but yeah, they're getting picked apart now very quickly. Fast rail. Oh, nice kill steal there. That's nice.
Yeah, Simzy still in this. That's going to keep maybe the Sauna Boys on their toes and the others wandering. And Cup of Magic and Maverick just get destroyed by a nade. They had been wiped off the face of this earth. Wanted is still in this. GS going on the lower flank, trying to get around the Sauna Boys. They've noticed what's been going on.
They don't.
No more fun.
Besiktas barely did not make the top 3 there, but now it's a 2v2 team fight. It's going to be GS versus Sauna Boys,
and it's going
very quick.
They got completely caught out. Look at this angle. It's so good from the other side. The minis, the M4s, they're all coming in. It's down to one man left for the Sauna Boys.
That was an absolute obliteration. That's 9 quick kills, and Sauna Boys in the open have not a lot of defense. They're completely split, and it's only one left standing. Team is just trying to stay alive as best he can. The Withering Fire from Galatasaray are coming in from all sides. There is 2 up. If he can get it down here, he might be able to make something work, but he takes a lot of damage from that vehicle explosion. Team has to med. He might get it down. He might make this happen. It's only 1 left. He has to med or choose. He only has time. They're not going to do the res. They're not going to do the res. He's only got...
Oh my God!
Oh my God, the spray from distance in the clutch with almost no health. Sauna Boys steal a victory.
That is phenomenal play from the Sauna Boys. That last moment was incredible. I thought they got called out. I thought it had all been done, it had all been seen.